Hey, this is Jack from Alpha Charts with a stocks to watch video. Today is November 26, 2023. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. Thank you all for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also find me on X or Twitter at Alpha Charts 365. And if you enjoy this type of content and want a lot more of it, you can join a subscriber group that I run. It's $10 a month, but you get, an immense amount of content every single week. Again, you just read it right here, everything that goes on. It's only $10 a month. Basically, it's less than a Chipotle meal, right? Per month, right? Just one. So it's an amazing deal. And again, it's made so everyone can afford it. And especially if you're working full time and can't spend as much time as you want doing the research and everything else that is required to be successful in the market. I do that research and for myself, but then I also share it with everybody in my subscriber group. So again, the content is quite a bit. And so for only $10 a month, it's an amazing deal. Check it out at Alpha Charts 365. All right, let's get into the video. Real fast, we have the SPY up to an area of potential resistance. Maybe it pulls back, maybe it doesn't. We don't know that till after the fact, but this is just one particular scenario that I've sketched out. That being said, there are names that are looking really good. Let's get into them. First one is AFRM. Firm Holdings. So this is the buy now, pay later one. You see how it had a kind of a VCP type action here. It broke out, and now we are in this kind of general area right there. And, if it can break above it, and again, you can kind of go like this. It's kind of cup and handle-ish-esque, right? And you see the kind of volume down here. Again, looks really good. Like it better, above 2650-ish or so. That'd be the breakout, and I'd manage it against this rising 9-day EMA because if you see it's respecting that on the way up. Okay. DKNG, DraftKings. It's another one that we're looking good. You see, this is one that me and my subscribers have been in the past when it was breaking out over here. It looks like it's doing really good. Might need some rest over here and then break out like it above, this breakout area right there. Zooming in, you see how it's nice and tight, again, on declining volume. May need a break though, may need a little pullback, but again, above this green zone, really like that. We have XP. Here's XP. Let's just go ahead and just kind of smush that out. Yeah, this nice big up, pulled back right to the 200-day, and now it retook the 50, retook all the moving averages. They're crossing positive, and you have this little, it's a flag type action right there, right? That's kind of flaggy right there. The prior is up, so that's like a bull flag. Yeah, a break of the flag, and you could definitely, go along the name and maybe into this 25-26 range. I think, that's probably more, an area where you may find some supply, but, it's a decent move. There it is. 13 and 15% move higher. Not bad. Snow. Here is Snow. Again, it's starting to get that look higher. We can easily say this is the area to consider. It has that, it's a base. It's a little base. And, I think, probably up to this 190, maybe 200-ish area, somewhere around here. So that's a nice little move. Again, may rest a little bit, maybe pulls back into this moving average and then bust out. Absolutely fine. The 50-day is starting to get the curvature up, so it's starting to align bullishly. It looks good. CRWD. Now they have earnings coming up this week, I believe. Let's take a look. Tuesday, the 28th. So just be careful with this one on earnings, but they already did break out of this nice little base. If you could get, if there's some kind of pullback on earnings and we can manage risk against this area, we'll call it the $200 area. That would be the part that I'd like to see hold is $200. So any pullback to 200 would be nice. It doesn't have to pull back all the way to 200, but that would be a nice spot to get it, someplace close to that. Datadog. So here's Datadog, again, coming into an area that we want to, kind of just watch. Any type of consolidation or pullback here, I think we could potentially buy down there or watch for that real breakout, above 120-ish or so, somewhere around there. Again, you can scale in, you don't have to buy all at once, a partial buy down here and then add to it up there, something like that. But it's a nice base it's making if it can do this breakout. Here's IoT. This was one that we've watched for a long time, and now it's just kind of it still hasn't made its first real IPO base. It's working on it, and maybe it's a big cup and handle-esque type of thing, right? I like that it's holding its VWAP now, right, on a closing basis. That's really, really important. Here comes the 9-day, 23-day, 50 days starting to flatten out as we speak. And so that's all really good. You can easily say this is the area that we're watching right there, right? So break above, 27.65 or so. That's where you can manage risk. And I would use the 9-day again as my stop, and it keeps my risk in line, in check. BRZE. Again, this is another one. It's extended, right? And you see the theme here, right? So it's extended. I would love to see a pullback, maybe to 50, 51. I don't know, somewhere around there. Some sort of pullback, and then it finds support at the prior breakout. Maybe 51 at $51. So about where the 9-day will be, and then we can potentially move higher there. So that's what I'm looking for in BRZE. Just a little pullback. Not bad. I think the market looks bullish in general, but just a little overextended, just like BRZE. This is a good proxy for the market and my feelings on the market, at least. ASAN, Asana. Again, we have this type of basing type action. Let me actually pull this across. It's hard to see. It's a little choppy right in there. But something like that, right? So now it's coming across, and we have that line right there, that if you can break this trend line down, I think we come up here to this $27, $28 area. That's a nice move. So that's what I'm looking for, break of this trend line, and then move higher into this purplish area. Coursera, we've talked about this one in the past. It has a beautiful double bottom right there, and it's held it, it retested it, and now it broke out. And let's zoom in right over here. And once again, it's just consolidating, right? It's all it's doing is consolidating, letting the moving averages catch up. You have this kind of general area right there that's right around the $20 area, right? So above Coursera, above 20, I think that's very reasonable. And then we can manage against this rising 9-day, which you see it's starting to respect, and all the moving averages are lined up nice and bullishly. GitLab, GTLB. Again, let's just go back here. And you can see, again, this is a choppy base. There's no doubt, because it's a little bit of a thinner name, only 300, well, it does more than that. That was Friday. No one was trading on Friday. And it's got this kind of inverse head and shoulders look to it, right? Nothing has to be perfect. So there's your inverse head and shoulders. And then you have this kind of, you probably pull it here and like that a little bit, again, it's kind of a little bit choppier of a name, but it is creating a base, and again, a break of this trend line right around $49.50, $49.50, about $50. We can move higher into this purple area, and then that could just be completing the base and potentially move higher as well. C1, that's Clearwater Analytics. This already kind of broke out of its nice little base. Big volume right there, right? And now it's just flagging. And you see it, the little bull flag right there, break of the trend line. And this, I think, can move higher. So, any break of the trend line looks pretty good. Just a couple more here, Duolingo. Again, this one is got the little double bottom look right there. Whether it's a true double bottom doesn't really matter to me. It's a base. It did spike on earnings, and now it's just kind of gone sideways for the most part, right? I mean, when you look at it on a closing basis, it's just barely moved in here, consolidating, letting the moving averages catch up. So, yeah, I think you could, again, against this 9-day moving average, you can buy any breakout that comes over here. OLK, this was a new one for me. Showed up on one of my scans. Actually, you know what? It's a buyout. Forget about it. It looks like a buyout. So leave it alone. And it's biotechnology. I don't know why it made the list. I'm crossing it off. LSPD is the last one. That's light speed. Again, let's zoom out real fast and look at this. So you have this general area here, but on the shorter time frame, we'll zoom in. You see the accumulation, very nice, and just a beautiful sideways look to it, starting to align bullishly. There's your 50-day curling back up again. And so, you have 14-15% potential move, and that's your area of breakout right there. So again, looks really strong off the bottom, and I think it's got one more maybe thrust to finish the base, and then we'll see, right? Then we never know. One more. I have MNDY. Sorry, Monday.com. Another one where I like that it's got higher lows all the way across. This is your general area. Again, it might need to break out one more time, let the 50 cross the 200, and then break out for reals. But great looking base, doing everything right. Just one more higher low would be perfect. Even if it comes down to the 200-day, that would be absolutely fine. Definitely one we have to be watching. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Follow me on X at AlphaCharts365, AlphaCharts365, and consider joining the group. It's $10 a month. Tons and tons of research. I do, just more videos, longer videos, market notes, everything that's here. So anyway, thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.